Hey, Joe, bro. Hey, Joe, bro. I'll give you a little heads up here, Joe. I know you like to whisper, so I'm going to whisper back to you. Okay? Miss Daisy, to give you a little heads up, she's absolutely furious. She's furious, Joe. She's about to rip my face off and yours too. I just thought I'd give you a little heads up. What she's mad about, Joe, is the gas prices and the sugar prices. Yeah, that's the two things I need desperately to run my operation. Because I got to get from the house to the field where the bees are. Yeah, and then I got to have sugar to help raise the bees. And both of those cost crazy tripled amount from last season. And I'm not making any more money on what I made last year per hive. Come on, Joe, bro, work with me, please. Miss Daisy's, you don't want, let me tell you something, Joe, you don't want her to call Uncle Guido. Oh, but you thought corn pop was bad. Oh, God. Joe, you don't want to see, you don't want to meet Uncle Guido. Trust me on this one. All right, Joe, just a little heads up. Try to get things straightened out, okay? Because you're the man. You're the man, bro. All right, see you. Thanks. Bye-bye. Yeah, Joe, just one more little heads up. Don't try to sniff her hair or kiss her on the neck, okay? Because she's so mad right now, she's ready to rip your eyes out, okay? Okay, that's all, Joe. Get her straightened out for me. Thank you, sir. Bye-bye. Oh, hey, guys. Top of the morning to you. Thanks for coming into old Steve-O's world. It's a beautiful place. Beautiful place, and you are beautiful people. And thanks for coming by. And what is beautiful here? Look at this. Ho, 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 ho. 2 Harbor Freight rollers, an El Cheapo chop saw that I've been trying to burn up so I can get one of those nice slider type, you know, but it won't burn up, so I keep using it. Yeah. So what am I doing today? 2 frame nooks, and you're thinking to yourself, Steve, you just gave away a pile of those to Martin, and they're in Michigan right now. I know that, but I really didn't like them that much, the design, and they had a solid bottom. So Steve-O's doing a whole different gig now. He's doing a screen bottom, because we're in sunny Florida, and it's 10,000 degrees here, and yeah, so we got the heat's not an issue here. I mean, the cold isn't, it's the heat, right? So anyway, so I want ventilation on these puppies. And we got some cool tricks, and Martin turned me on some cool tricks. It's good to bounce ideas off each other, you know, different beekeepers, because you're thinking one direction, right? And another beekeeper's thinking the other, and then you put your two heads together and you go, whoa, well, we can do this or that, right? So anyway, yes, so what I did, we're going to build some more 2-framers. And here's the thought. Now, I have not seen this out there in bee land, in bee selling land, okay? I haven't seen this movie before, but we're going to try it and see how it goes. 2-frame nukes for sale, right? I'm going to put 2-frame nukes for sale. We're going to burn out some 2022 queens. Brand new spanking shiny queens. Excellent quality queens, by the way. And we're going to sell them on 2 frames. Now, legally, I can't, because I'm not a queen breeder, I can't just sell queens and male queens and this and that. So if you guys want queens, we're selling mini nukes. We're selling 5-frame nukes, and we're going to sell mini nukes. And the mini nukes are with a standard frame. I see all these guys, these breeders, and I kind of get what they're doing, but to me it's kind of a waste of material. Yeah, to me it's a waste of time and material, because you're fooling around with these little mini boxes. They're coming up with all kind of wild scenarios. They're getting, I guess Big Pharma's got these little boxes, styrofoam box, they ship cold stuff to you, cold medicines or whatever, and they're using those a lot. And then you can go out to Man Lake and you can look at their little white styrofoam minis Usually some of them are double chambered or single chambered, and just, to me, it's just a total unnecessary bunch of nonsense. Why not just make a 2-framer? If you're going to do a mini mating nuke, using 2-frame, that way you can take those same deep frames and insert them right into a large colony and let it blow up. Take my 2-framers that I'm going to sell, but my plan is to sell them. You drop boxes off here, you tell me how many you want, you drop your boxes off here, 5-framers, and drop in 3 frames in there into that box, and drop them on my deck here and say, Steve, get the 2-framers in there, get the queen in there and the 2. So there'll be resources. I'll let these girls blow them out. You got to be careful now, because you can't blow them out too much, because they're going to want to swarm on you. So you'll monitor them and blow them out and insert that into your customer boxes, 2 frames full of resources into that 5-frame box, and that way they can take it home, put a feeder on it, and let that thing blow up. All right, so that's a plan, and I'm thinking $40 price tag on those. Now I saw a guy recently in Florida here, he's selling 3-frame Nucs with a 22 queen, I guess in a cheap box, whatever, 135 bucks. So hey, more power to him. If he can get that, go for it, bro. Just get her done. And but my thought is 2 frames of bees and a fresh queen in there in your box, 40 bucks. I don't know. Let's see how it goes this year. We're gonna play with that. I'm gonna try burning out some copies of my black queen out here, and any other queen that's showing exceptional genetics, you know. So that's what we're gonna do. So anyway, here we are. I just stopped it. I needed a project today, guys. I needed a project, so here it is. There's a 10-foot long 2x4. All right, so that 10-foot long 2x4 cost me $11.01. All right, so I can get with this 10-foot board, because I'm chopping every 10 inches. I've got my stop just set up down there. I'm going to run a test piece, so I'm dead on 10-inch cut. And with that chop saw on this 2x4, I can make it just a single chop. On a 2x8, which I use on my 5-framers, I have to flip this board. I'll make a chop, flip the board, snug it up to the fence. And when you guys push this thing up against this fence down here, don't be slamming it up there. Go right up easy, because it's a fine-tuned adjustment. You go beating on this end down here, and you're going to move it a little bit, all right? And then when you do that, your boards get longer and longer. Next thing you know, you burnt out a bunch of these things, and you have screwed up. Ask me how I know that, okay? Anyway, so that's what we're going to do today. And so what you're going to end up with is about a $2 Nuc. Yeah, $2, because you're going to be about $1.80 for your wood, this piece of wood per hive. You're going to use 2 of these 10-inch pieces. I can get 12 pieces out of that board. That gives me 6 beehives. All right. Here I've got a little stockpile of already pre-cut side wood, pallet wood, and yes, that's going to work out. And I can get a lot of this wider boards for the top. We can make tops out of these. You see there? We can make tops out of there, because the time you put a piece of pallet wood on each side here, it's going to be, you know, you're looking at a 1/2 inch each side. So actually your standard pallet wood would work out. It's going to be a little undersized from your sides, but it will work. It will work as a top for your 2-frame hives. So not only can you accomplish the side walls on these, but you can accomplish the top. And you're going to put 8 screen on the bottom with 2 cleats. You'll put a cleat on each end of this thing. Probably half the thickness of this piece of wood here. I'll cut a cleat about I'll split it with a table saw and put a cleat on each end. So that's today's deal, guys. Yeah, I'll burn out a bunch of these things. I'm thinking about maybe 40. Probably 40. I'll set up 2 stands. And I've got another little trick for you, okay? Another little cute trick. You got to check this out. Okay, guys, 2 frame nucs are very fragile. There's not much resources in them when you start them up. I'll be starting these with 2 frames. Although I'll probably get some nice seal brood and maybe a sheet of honey and pollen on one, right? And by the time she comes back from her mating flight, those bees and that seal brood, it'll be popping out. That'll make a strong 2 frame nuc. And then there'll be empty holes, and those will be nurse bees, by the way. And there'll be empty holes for this new queen to lay in, okay? But what they are, they're kind of fragile till you get going. And we have a bull ant problem. It's carpenter ants. I call them bull ants. They're great big suckers, and they like to just chew up these fragile little nucs. So this is not my idea. This is Martin's. Now, I have played with this a little bit before, but I like Martin's deal that he came up with, and I don't know if he came up with it or not. I think he got it from someone else, but anyway, it's working fine. What he does is sets down 2 concrete blocks. Then he'll take 2 landscape timbers and go one there and one there, 8 feet apart. All right. Now he'll take four of these cans. These are cat food cans, right? And you guys have seen where the lumber comes in at Lowe's, and they put a 2x4 across the top, and it's got a dado cut down through to where they run the plastic strapping around, right? Well, they throw those away. So I don't know if Martin's chopping them or if they have them already pre-chopped, but he takes this can, he sets this on top of the concrete block. Okay, 2 of them. You got one here and one here on each end of that concrete block, laying flat. So you got one down. I don't know if he put them too high, or I think he put them two block high, so it's comfortable working height. 2 block high is a comfortable working height. And then you put a can on this end of the block and then on this end of the block. Then you set a landscape timber on top, okay? Before you set the landscape timber on top, you take some used motor oil and you pour in here. Now, he takes those boards I was telling you that have this dado cut through with a strapping. He cuts them just slightly higher than this can, okay? Slightly higher than the can. He sets it in the oil. On top of that, he cuts like a 4-inch square of flashing material. Puts one little screw right down through the center. Now, you've got a little hat over this thing, flashing material over this, to keep the rainwater out and keep the debris out. It's a nice little sheet metal thing sits here. Now, you put your landscape timber on top of that flashing. So now you've got 2 rails running through here with this motor oil moat around there. And it's working absolutely double thumbs up great. Okay, guys? All right. That's enough for today. I got to get busy. I'd like to sit and chit chat with you guys all day long, but I got things to do. We got to get her done. See y'all later. Thanks for stopping by. See ya.